Hey guys, Justin here with Rampengu Nation, and the new format is about to. Well, the format itself is about to shake up again because we just got the release of Eternity Code officially on like Dueling Book and stuff like that. But it's like the product's like out in America, but like I think the product's out in like Europe, but in America like we have some delayed product. But I was going to show you guys a deck that I really enjoy. This new post Eternity Code. It's Atlantean deep sea mermaids, basically. Just people just deem it, just call it water because there's just a lot of water monsters. And this deck is insanely fun. I think it has like a really good Lich matchup because when you go first, you can like rip a lot of Lich's resources away, and then you dwell them, and they can't basically play through your board at all. You can set up Herald very easily if you do the Aurora Dawn combo, and you can play around Nibiru very easily because of the new guy, Deep Sea Minstrel. You look at their hand, you can rip away Nibiru, and then you make your plays and mold your plays according to what their hand is. If they got Dark Ruler, you just go for a hand loop based play. If they have was just like a starter and they just really need like certain things to resolve, you can just go for the rips. If they don't have Dark Ruler, you can just set up a board. It's really nice. This deck doesn't lose the Lancia, so I like it a lot, and also you can beat out through a lot of like Busters for Destruction because of Gamma. Alright, so let's go into the list. Play one Aqua Spirit. She's like the worst level 4 extender, I think, and she might be deemed cuttable, but you just want level 4 extenders because you can make Bahamut easily, and then you can combo with Lapis with Bahamut to make your Fireburn go into Rodan instead of 3 negates with Toad, Herald, and Savage. So one Spirit, 3 Goons, like one of the best cards in the deck. Infantry, Marksman. I play these two because of Abyss Lacia. So if you have to go for a very bad play, you have a Lacia that can have these two as interruptions, essentially. Fun fact, if you get Dark Ruler, you can still use Abyss Lacia to pitch out your Infantry or Marksman, and you still get an interruption that way, which is pretty nice, because you can still pay cost on the Dark Ruler. You just won't resolve like the effect Search of Mermail, but that's not generally what she's used for. 3 Diva, this card's insane, and it's just very insane at 3. 3 Minstrel, I play 3 because I want to maximize the chances of my deck not losing to Nibiru. And Hand Knowledge is just really insane. 1 Despot, he just lets you make the Aurora combo, and I didn't want to use Jet right now, but I have to test it around somewhere because I didn't want to pitch the cards in my hand, because usually you want to kind of use every card in your hand in this particular way. 3 Gamma Seal, 1 Lapis Dragon. This card's the whole reason why the deck's nice, because you can make Kalki Firebacks very easily. A Lion, part of the Aurora combo and the Link Cross combo, so you gotta play it. 1 Gunday, 2 Megalo. Megalo's like kind of like alright, but you kind of want it for going second, helps you break boards. That's why you play 2. Pike, I kind of like him because on his own he's really, really good because he can search a Minstrel. So if you have him like Pike Goons is like a full combo on its own. 3 Teus, 1 Million Galacia to rip cards, obviously. 3 Neptabyss, and the 1 Tenny. He's my other extender. I might play the other Shark one instead of the Aqua Spray, depends how I feel. Spells, the 1 Shield for your Megalo, so you can auto like have a negate when you hand rip and then like play out a Dark Ruler better. 3 Callby, you're playing a combo deck, you want your Diva to resolve, so you don't want to lose the cards like Failure and Ash Blossom. 2 Aria, I don't want to play 3 because having multiples is very terrible in this deck, because most of your discards, you want them to be water monsters, not spells. So opening multiples of this card is very bad, but like the deck doesn't depend on Aria to play, which is pretty nice. So that's why I only 2. 3 Murray to maximize consistency, to throw back like Gamma Seal and Lapis when you go first, and the 1-for-1 for Neptabyss as your next extender. Side, 3 Lancia. Another reason why I like this deck, it doesn't lose the Lancia, but you want Lancia versus decks like Elich, versus decks like Orcus, which is going to see a lot of play. Dinosaurs, this card's insane because now with the baby Agarsaurus, they're going to rely on Pill to get Conductor out, but Lancia can prevent all that. So this is why this card is going to be very nice. 3 Nibiru, you want something to like hit the rock deck too. 3 Storm, 3 Twin Twisters. I wanted something for the mirror that couldn't get called by, because the mirror is actually very, very difficult, because Dweller and Hand Loop in the mirror is just insanely disgusting. And the best card to stop in the mirror is obviously Diva, and Permanence is the best way to do it, and you can't get called by. You can also do Gamma, but I just wanted something that was like more reactive to the 1 Reboot for trap decks. Alright, so this is where the deck gets a little spicy, is my extra deck. I play Makaba because it's part of my combo with just Neptabyss I'm about to show you in this video. Savage Herald, the Rodan package, Martial Metal Marcher, Muddy Mud Dragon, this is how we're making Mechaba, Dweller Bahamut Toad, the little rank 4 package, Bajinki Ahashima, I think it's called. But yeah, he's how you make your Dweller or your Bahamut very, very easily, because you just use the Marcher and the token off the line to do it. Cross Sheep, it's part of the combo with Mechaba. Halki Fibrax, Link Cross, Coral Anemone, and then we have Auroradon and our Mermail Abyss Lacia. Alright, so I think the extract rounded very nicely, but again, I just started recently testing this deck, so I gotta mesh around with more. So now you guys are wondering, okay, this extract's kind of weird. Just show me the combo. Alright, so to get into the combo, we're gonna assume all we have in our hand is just Neptabyss. Alright, so we're just gonna Neptabyss, 3 Palbis, and another dud, right? Doesn't matter. So we're gonna start with going normal summon Neptabyss, and then we're gonna dump our goons and add goons. Now we're gonna add Lapis off our first goons, and then we're gonna use Lapis's effect to special summon itself. Then we're gonna link those two off into Halki Fibrax. Halki's gonna trigger to special summon O-Line from our deck. From here, we're gonna make Link Cross to get our 2 tokens, and then we're gonna make Martial Marcher with those 2. Martial's going to trigger Solo Align, so Marcher is going to revive our Lapis, because when it's Synchro Summoned, you can target any 2 near your grave and revive. It doesn't have to be Align, which this is very important. And then we're going to get our Align token. I just put a little counter in it so you guys know it was Align. Now we're going to link off our Martial Marcher and our Align token to make our Bajinki. It has to use 2 monsters with the same level, which ironically, the Align token is level 3 and the Martial Marcher is level 3. So we make a Hashima, and then we use Hashima's effect to instantly XYZ the goons in our hand and the goons in our grave to make Bahamut. Now we're going to use Bahamut's effect to special Toad, and then we're going to trigger goons in our grave to add to our hand our Moon Glaciers. This is where the combo gets a little spicy. I'm pretty sure you guys already knew about this first string of plays, but this is why I changed it up a bit, because I revived Lapis Dragon. Lapis is a level 5, and our token from our Link Cross is still a level 1, so we're going to synchro with those 2 to make our Muddy Mud Dragon. Now we are going to link off our Bahamut and our Link Cross to make our Cross Sheep. Just 2 monsters with different names, which they are. And then we're going to use the fusion effect. Even though Ahashima cannot be used as a link material, it can still be used as a fusion material, which this is very important because it's going to be our light target in order for us to summon Mechaba. Mechaba's requirements are Alistair the Invoker and 1 light monster. Bajinki is our light, and Muddy Mud Dragon can be used to substitute for Alistair the Invoker. So now we have our Mechaba on the field, and then we're going to trigger our Cross Sheep because we fusion summon to zone we point to. We're going to revive Dragoons. You can also revive Neptabyss here, it's up to you, it doesn't matter. And as you can check in our grave, we have to do the Cross Sheep in order to get 5 waters in our grave. So we have Bahamut, Lapis, Goons, Halki Fibrax, and Prince. Usually you can revive an Aqua in this situation too, because then Toad can tribute off the Aqua instead for its I think for its negation effect, which is also kind of cool. But now because we revive Goons, we can drop Moon Glacier now onto the board and then rip 2 from our opponent's hand. So Neptabyss alone just ended with 2 negates with a rip with a Moon Glacier, and we're recurring back Neptabyss with our Toad. This is really, really, really strong. If you don't have any other playable cards here in Mechaba, you're wondering how you fulfill its cost, you'll have to negate with Toad first. Toad will add back a monster to your hand because it adds back, and then Mechaba can use that monster just to discard. So if you open just all Neptabysses, you can pitch, add back. It's kind of nice to keep the goons in the field, so when you go for Megalo, you can tribute goons and just kill them, which is pretty dope. So yeah, I'm new to the whole water deck. I kind of really like how it plays now with Minstrel. So the reason why this combo is kind of nice too is because if you open Minstrel, Water, Neptabyss, you can do this whole play, not lose to Nibiru, and then you get a rip 2, and then they're playing with literally Nibiru 3 other cards, but they have to play through 2 negates, which is very, very difficult. Remember, you have a plethora of other cards. If you guys like this video, check out my other videos. I do Orcus combos and Adamantipator combos, but I'm really liking the water deck, so I'm gonna look more into it and try to discover more combos. I don't know if this combo's out there already, but I just thought I'd share it with the community, and if you guys like it, be sure to leave a like and subscribe so you guys get notified. I'm probably going to be streaming this deck on stream soon, so be sure to check that out. This is Justin from Rampengu Nation, and see you guys.